These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You talk about this Jets defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Jets will take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back to throw again.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open loop. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Lance going to throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now a first down carry for Harris. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
This pass left side to Downs.
Touchdown, Colts!
Josh Downs,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses.
Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there,
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Harris. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Gay's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After 1, 17-7 the score. On EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now a play fake. Lance. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball.
but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Look.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Hyatt, 38 yards. And the Colts have opened the lead up to 30. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Right back to Brown. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already. Set, ready, blue 32. Set, cut.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try the right side with Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. The 20. Down to the 10. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Ready, yellow 43. Ready, go.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.